You know, it's funny to think that the most powerful computer on your desk might not actually be the one you expect. It could be something a whole lot smaller. So what if that's true? What if the real powerhouse is also the smallest thing there, and it's not a laptop? That's the big question we're diving into today, as we pit two compact computing champions against each other to see which one really earns its spot. All right, so in one corner, we've got the mini PC. You know, the quiet, compact powerhouse. And in the other corner, we have the undisputed champ of portability, the all-in-one laptop. They're both small, they're both mighty, but believe me, they are built for completely different fights. So let's kick things off with round one. We're going to look at the most obvious stuff first, sheer size, and what that actually means for performance. And wow, this really puts the size difference into perspective, doesn't it? A mini PC can weigh as little as 600 grams. Meanwhile, a pretty standard laptop is often more than double that. Easy. But here's the crazy part. That smaller, lighter box can actually pack a bigger punch. And it all comes down to this one concept, thermal throttling. Just think about it this way. A laptop is designed so it doesn't, burn your lap. So when things get a little too toasty, it has to deliberately slow itself down. But a mini PC, it just sits on a desk. It doesn't have that problem. So it can focus on one thing, and one thing only. Raw performance. And boom, this is what that actually looks like. You could have the exact same processor in both of these machines, but because the mini PC has better cooling, it can just run at full speed for way longer. So if you're doing something heavy, like rendering a video, that laptop is going to start gasping for air while the mini PC just keeps on sprinting. For sustained power, the little box wins, hands down. Okay, on to round two. Here we're going to look at two things that matter to literally everyone. How much these things cost, and how much freedom you get to make them your own. Now, at first glance, the mini PC seems like a total steal, right? The main unit is almost always cheaper. But as you can see here, that's really only part of the story. A laptop is the whole shebang, all in one box. With a mini PC, you're just buying the brain. You still need to bring your own eyes, hands, and memory to the party. But, and this is a huge but, this is actually the mini PC's secret weapon. See, you're not just buying extra stuff. You're building your perfect setup from the ground up. You get to pick the exact monitor you want, the perfect amount of RAM, the right storage. You're in total control. Plus, and this is key, it's super easy to open up and upgrade later, which is a massive win for you and for any IT department managing a bunch of these. And this right here, this is the cautionary tale for laptops. This quote is about an otherwise amazing machine that had one tiny problem. The RAM was soldered on. It was stuck with 8 gigs, forever. That single fatal flaw made an amazing computer obsolete way faster than it should have. That's a trap you basically never have to worry about with a mini PC. All right, final round. Let's talk about the day-to-day experience. How easy are these machines to live with from the second you take them out of the box to when you need to grab your stuff and go? This pretty much says it all. The laptop is the definition of plug and play. You open the lid, hit the power button, and you're good to go. The mini PC, well, it's more of a fun little project. It's not hard, but it's a setup process. You got to connect everything before you can even get started. And this simple number right here, this is the laptop's knockout punch. 1. It is one single cohesive unit. Everything you could possibly need. Screen, keyboard, trackpad, battery. It's all baked right in. The entire philosophy is built around that single advantage. So let's just be real clear about this. If your work or your life means you're constantly moving, setting up in a library, a client's office, a coffee shop, there is just no contest. Trying to pack up a mini PC, a monitor, a keyboard, and all the cables, it's just not practical. For true mobility, the laptop is king, period. So after 3 intense rounds, we've seen the good, the bad, and the powerful of our two tiny titans. Now it's time to pick a winner. But here's the thing. There isn't one single winner, because the right choice is completely different for everyone. So, if you're a student, the verdict is easy. Get the laptop. You're running to lectures, heading to the library, you need something you can just toss in a bag and open up anywhere. Convenience is everything, and the laptop delivers. But what if you're an office worker and you have a dedicated desk? Well, then the mini PC is your champion. It's going to give you more power for your dollar, it'll run cooler and quieter all day, and you can pair it with a big, beautiful monitor that's perfect for you. It's just the smarter long-term investment for a stationary setup. And finally, for my fellow tech enthusiasts, the tinkerers, the home server builders, the gamers, the mini PC is your playground. You want to hook up an external GPU for some serious gaming? Run a 24/7 media server? A mini PC gives you a level of flexibility and power user features that a laptop could only dream of. So there you have it, the compact powerhouse versus the all-in-one champion. We've laid it all out. Now the only question left is the one right there on your screen. Which of these tiny titans is going to be the one to power your world?
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.